welcome to Retro Music Review UK. My name's Roger Swift, and I'm here to... Excuse me, sorry.
That's my days numbered.
Yes, this is...
I was Pete Prodigy.
This is Pete Prodigy, everyone.
The late Pete Prodigy, if you remember him.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'll take the gloves off as well. It was a joke, hello people. Reference to the coronavirus, in case you're watching this in about 5 years' time and it's been eradicated.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that, yeah. So, my name's Roger Swift, this is Retro Music Review UK, this is Pete Prod, say hello Pete.
Hello Pete.
And he is here, and he's a fellow stand-up comedian. Well, you do stand-up comedy a little bit, don't you?
I do various bits of stuff these days. A lot of, like later on tonight, I'll be dressed as a woman, but
yeah, he does a
that will be comedy.
Yeah, he does a comedy act in drag, basically. That's his comedy routine. But you do lots of other things. You have your own YouTube channel, which I'll let you plug at the end, and everything else. It's on there. There it is.
If you like old computer games.
Yeah. So you're also a Prodigy fan, aren't you? You're a big Prodigy nut, which is the point of this video.
Part of the brand, really. Pete Prod isn't my real name, but a lot of people in the 90s called me Pete Prod because I was always going around with Prodigy t-shirts on.
Right, it makes sense now.
Yeah, that's where it all comes from. So it's better than my real name's Peter Thomas, but that's bland.
Okay, you just said it now in the video.
Oh, I'm fine. If people know my it's not hard to find my real name, but
okay.
Peter Thomas is very like John Smith or something like that. But you've got a decent Roger Swift is your real name.
Yes.
That's a lovely name.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Masai Graham's got a joke. He said, "Roger Swift, that's not a name. That's when you shag fast." So,
premature ejaculation.
Yeah,
you must have had that for his school.
Oh no, actually, I didn't. I Roger the Dodger when I was at school. More than anything.
Go to school now. I know that's a little bit wrong, and
At 37 it would be. Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I can imagine that now. Yeah. No, it was always Roger the Dodger. Anyway, so we're going to talk about one of your favourite Prodigy songs, aren't we, in this video? This is
certainly.
This is the thing. Now, usually I always have a copy of the record that I show and to the camera. This is the first time he's actually brought his own copy of the record. Well, CD single in this instance. Here we have. This is the Prodigy's Poison, or it's the Pacific version, isn't it? This
is Poison 95 EQ.
Which is like the radio edit or remix.
A little bit different to what you get on the album. And there's also
music from the Jilted Generation.
See, I
know that much.
If you are ever DJing in a nightclub and you see some Prodigy fans about, and you go to your Jilted Generation album and put that track on from a CD, you will probably make the whole thing grind to a halt. As what happened to my friend. Went to his nightclub in Kettering, he was DJing. Whole night in full flow, and then all of a sudden everything's going silent. You hear a faint sound of a phone ringing. If you've got the Jilted Generation album,
yes, I know you're on that.
You know what happens.
I know.
If you don't know what happens,
I'll put a link in the description to both versions.
The first 30 seconds is Liam Howlett just answering a phone saying, "Oh, trying to rock this fucking tune, man." Which is
I'll put links in the description.
Yeah. So that is not on the single version because straight away you want to kick in, don't you?
Yeah, and I know that track 2 is Rat Poison, and that's got a sample of Smells Like Teen Spirit in it, isn't
Play
it?
backwards.
Is that correct?
That is true. That is absolutely true. If you play.
So there you go. I do know my shit sometimes. Yeah.
Kurt Cobain's guitar.
Yeah.
It's not even credited. So
I know that
illegal.
In Smack My Bitch Up, it's got Balls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine, but it's distorted, isn't it, and looped or something.
Looped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see.
We've seen that video. How to do it on Ableton.
Yeah.
I can't make music to save my life, but I've watched that video.
Well, someone's reverse engineered the song and put it all back together.
They're very clever. There's the One Love B-side got Full Throttle in its original form before it hit the album. Because on the album, they've reversed the vocals. It's all but it's all we're going in full throttle. That's taken from Star Wars.
He knows his stuff. See, he's a Prodigy fan. This guy. He knows his stuff.
Yeah.
You're not like the last person we had on here who just commented on the room. You're talking about the music, man. I like that.
Hello, I'm John Pearson. Look at this mess here. Oh dear. Oh, I don't know. I've come down from Melton Mowbray or London, wherever it is I live. Sorry.
These are in jokes for comedians. If anyone, Peter Fox will know what on about. No one else will. Hello, Peter. We know you're watching.
Foxes.
Yeah.
Bless.
No. So just imagine. I don't know. I mean, I've got like about four subscribers with nothing to do with the comedy circuit. One of which moans all the time. Every time I put a new video, because do another Marmite testing video. Every single time. Why are you doing more Marmite testing videos? I'm like, that was a one-off.
Spread Marmite on the CD and then just lick it off.
No. That would ruin the CD, wouldn't it? Well, it wouldn't ruin the CD. It'd be...
No, Tomorrow's World said you could put jam on it.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Works.
Well, I mean, I've never tried that. Still going to taste like Marmite. Anyway, so we're going to play the song, are we? Well, that's the plan. That's the usual.
It's an idea.
It's an idea.
You have your copy as well.
Yes, because he brought his own copy. I didn't actually have this. I had Music to the Jilted Generation, and I had several other Prodigy ones. I got Fast Starter, Rewind, Breathe, Smack My Bitch Up, one other one, I can't think of the top of it, Outer Space. I've got all those. Poison I didn't have.
I did want to bring along the Fast Starter because I thought that'd be too obvious.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, and you could have done the remix because the remix doesn't have the samples in it. See, am I right there? The Fast Starter remix. There's a remix of Fast Starter that doesn't have the Breeders and Art of Noise sample in it. I'm sure.
No, that's news to me.
The remix doesn't. I
think. No, it's
yeah.
by Jamie something, Liam Howlett's friend from DJ Dundee Empyrean.
Yes.
Oh yeah. But
yes,
technically. Yeah. But then it's a whole mad. It sounds nothing like Fast Starter.
No, it doesn't.
Really, it's just its own.
I know that's
thing,
on it because I remember
Keith's vocals all cut up and split around. It's his own thing. It's a big techno monster.
So there you go. I was just trying to outsmart you there.
Yeah.
I was just trying to outsmart you there.
You have beaten me on Facebook. You've got some Prodigy questions right that I got wrong. So I can see.
I know it's close to the edit by Art of Noise. Is it Eruption by... No, not Eruption. What's it called by the Breeders? It's SOS by the Breeders.
SOS by the Breeders.
Which is not even the bit. It's the loop, isn't it? It's the...
No. It's the... You got it right first time.
That's the Breeders.
Yeah. The actual main...
Yeah.
That is their live guitarist, Kieran Pecker.
Right.
He did that on the guitar and Liam slowed it down. That's why it doesn't... You don't quite get it as a guitar. It's like... What is this? And when Kerrang reviewed Fast Starter, they said, "Oh, nice one, guys, but where's the guitars?" And it's like, "There's guitars all over it."
I like this stuff. I like people who know their shit. I like this.
So yeah, I'm the man to come for Prodigy, and you're the man to come for the
Manic Street Preachers.
Janet Street Porters.
Manic Street Preachers. You want to know your shit about them, aren't you, man? He's the Prodigy guy. So anyway, so we both got copies of Poison, and I bought this on eBay knowing we were going to review it.
Stereo.
Yeah, so I bought it on eBay, and I've only just noticed there's a crack in it. So anything like that, I get anal retentive, and if there's a crack in it, I have to replace that. So this has only just come from the post. So I won an auction for like 20p and 99p delivery, and I thought it might not have come in time. And it came today, it came in the post.
Less than I did.
So, well, I don't know how much you'd have paid for it. Oh, you've still got
the merchandise. I remember this.
Is that mine still in there as well? Hang on. Yep, it's still in there.
The merchandise thing was run by Liam Howlett's then girlfriend, Angela Potter, but down in Braintree.
We're learning, people. I was not aware of that.
Once on the
that's
phone.
on my list. That's on Sunday's list.
That's another story.
That's for Sunday's list. I did not know that. Right.
And there used to be, Alveston in Warwickshire.
Yes.
When anybody who bought pop singles in the 1990s knows, send it away for updates and things like that. This is pre-internet kind of type stuff.
Yeah, I know. Leamington Spa has a lot of them as well.
Alveston, Leamington Spa. I think it's like it's
Leamington Spa because I looked it up on Google Street View and it's like a warehouse now that's like something else.
Yeah, there's a couple of articles that they've tried to track down what happened to that place.
Yeah.
That's where
it was always Leamington Spa. I remember that. You used to post it off and it was always Leamington Spa.
Right. Do I get the stylus out?
Yeah, if you want to, yes.
Set it to 33 or 45.
Yes, which will be 45 in this instance, wouldn't it?
129 technically, I think it was.
Yes.
I think that's the CD.
So this is the first time the guest's doing it. I'm not doing it myself. I'll pop it down there like that.
It's like a Neil Armstrong moment.
Yeah. Now, this will sound crap to any audiophiles. There's a lot of bass in this. This is going to obviously sound dreadful.
Especially, this is more bassier than... It's not just like Liam Howlett on the phone and this being shorter. This is punchier with its bass. It's a lot more... I'm not an audiophile, but we think of Prodigy with their singles... always drove a lot.
Yes.
Compressed them. I know a bit about sound engineering, but I'm not an expert. But yeah,
I've done a bit myself. I've had a go at making dance music on a computer, but I'm no.
I've tried. Yeah, Optimed on the Amiga.
No, Dance EJ on the PC.
I've done. It's easy to make house, but to make anything decent,
no,
very hard. I'll give up.
So, you want to hit play?
Do we?
There's the volume on the back there. Yeah.
Do we talk through this?
Yeah, we just try and talk over it because the idea we avoid copyrights. It
doesn't always work.
It doesn't always work.
It work with my running video.
Yeah. So if you turn it, if I don't know which way the volume is.
It kicks in straight. If this was Guitar Hero, not that that's a guitar.
Yeah.
I get this every time.
Never misses a beat. snare. I know that. That's called a snare with a...
Or a 909 or something like that, yeah.
So we're into the song.
Proper head nodding stuff. It's, the Prodigy going back. Liam Howlett before the Prodigy was in a hip hop outfit called Cut to Kill. Weren't famous. They weren't famous. Didn't get a record deal. But the Prodigy just. There was a lot of hip hop in all the stuff they did. I know everyone thinks of they're that rave band.
Well, they're not really rave, are they?
Not anymore.
No.
But the first album, yeah, you could say they were a rave.
Experience.
Yeah, there's a lot of hip hop influence. There's a lot of hip hop in rave anyway. A lot of it, rave is mostly hip hop records played at double speed.
I never looked at it that way, but I suppose you're right. Yeah. I'm not turning it down to see, I'm sure because you can hear us talk. No.
This is good for a mosh pit.
Yes.
I know there's coronavirus that's just hit Telford, but share moshing. We're giving this a go.
Is that it?
It's the future. Oh, people think.
There we go.
This is the point where mum goes, oh God, is it? Oh God, no, there's more of it.
Yeah.
She liked it in the end. This is on MTV a lot, and this.
Well, yeah, I can see the video in my head as I'm watching it. I can just see it.
Just moving around in sludge.
Yeah.
And Keith's in his element. That's the last time you see him with long hair, and he was just going bang like that. As Leroy was in there, yeah.
But it's all on YouTube now. Going back, remember those days when you couldn't just go, kids, you couldn't just go on YouTube and just look at any music video. You had to actually get to sit there all day and wait for it to come on MTV back in the day.
MTV Europe is where Prodigy shone. I think that's the main thing that lifted them. Because they wouldn't go on top of the pops.
No, I'm sure they did. I'm trying to think if they ever did Top of the Pops. I mean, I can remember.
Never.
They ever did
The videos appeared on Top of the Pops, but it's like Arctic Monkeys and the Clash. Refused Top of the Pops appearances.
Okay, I didn't know. I was trying to remember in my head, did they ever do one?
Every other place on Dance Energy. That's on YouTube. And there's strobing on that. If you've got epilepsy, don't go anywhere near it. It's fucking like that. Oh, it's mad. It's the first Prodigy single to have Maxim on it. First time you'd see him live and you'd hear Maxim, of course.
Yeah.
It's not the first Prodigy song to have one of their members on it. Keith Flint's first vocal.
I should know that, I don't.
It's not Firestarter.
No, it wasn't Firestarter.
It was the Sunrise version of Fire.
Oh, okay.
That bit where they go,
oh, right, yes, that's Keith.
That's Keith
Oh,
Flint.
I didn't know that. I didn't know, I'm learning, I didn't know that.
Back in his long hair sheepdog days.
Yeah.
This is also the first Prodigy single that got regular daytime airplay on Radio 1.
Number 15, I know that. That's number 15.
Number 15 is the lowest. Actually, apart from the very first Prodigy single, never even hit the charts. It's only 7,000 made. I've got one of those.
Of course you have.
Good.
Of course you have.
Everything from Charlie up until that point.
Yeah.
This is the lowest charting. And then, of course, the next one was Firestarter, and
number
that
one.
went interstellar.
Although Brave actually sold more copies. Look that up.
I didn't know that.
Brave sold more copies than Firestarter. Although, as I said to Laura Monmouth, I said if it was a pointless survey and you gave 100 people 100 seconds, they've never done it, as far as I know, 100 to name Prodigy songs, I said more people would say Firestarter and Smack My Bitch Up than would say Breathe. Breathe wouldn't be pointless, people would get it.
Firestarter is the one that it's going to be on their gravestone.
Yeah, Firestarter would be the one that scores it. That would be the worst answer. Anyone who not in the UK doesn't know what pointless is will have no fucking clue what we're talking about. Family Fortunes in reverse.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've always
so we should stop that before we
got
get
nothing against Firestarter. That's a good song. If that's the only song they're going to be known for by the average man in the street, that's fine. That sums them up really.
Yeah. And I usually do this, and I didn't because you. But my familiarity with that song is I remember watching the video on MTV. I didn't buy it. I never owned it back in the day. But since I've started collecting again, I picked up music from the Joey generation. So I'm aware of the song. I haven't got the that you have the history with it. I never bought it back in the day. So I'm aware. I know it. I'm aware of it. And I like it, See, I the first I knew of the Prodigy basically was I think Firestarter was the thing that I think I knew about. I might have.
No, you must have Outer Space.
Yeah, I think I had. I can't remember. It's not 100%.
Experience maybe.
I know I used to watch the dance chart on ITV, chart show.
Yeah,
I'm sure they were in that. Yeah,
they were in that a lot. Yeah,
they were in that a lot.
People without satellite. That's your way of getting some videos. Yes. But yeah, when we got satellite in '92, Outer Space was on a lot, and that was lovely. Yeah, I think. Experience is where that made them known up and down the UK because the Prodigy were never for the first single they were underground. I know they keep saying we're underground, we've got street cred and all this kind of stuff, but that's a big commercial machine behind them. So there they are, just saying, "Oh, I'm going to take my boy back underground." And I remember seeing a 6-year-old boy buying "No Good Start the Dance" in Woolworths. So it's not like big crate digging through the drum and bass section in the Brixton basement record club or something like that. They were always very accessible.
Mainstream.
I know they tried to... Yeah, very mainstream. The sound wasn't mainstream. Yeah. To this day, I don't know how the Prodigy are successful.
Yeah, because they were sort of their own thing, weren't they?
It's mad. If you put that on a piece of paper, we're just going to have this going on and these kind of sounds. No, people go, no, we're just going to put our money on S Club 7.
Yeah. I mean, I watched a thing once where it was like one of them like talking head type programmes. They were talking about pop music, I can't remember which one, and they were going about when prior to I got to number 1, everyone was like, that's the reason that Westlife exists now, because when they got to number 1, the Simon Cowell went, oh God, we can't control this. So they responded by performing Westlife. I don't know if that's true, they're just saying that like it's a conspiracy theory in their heads, but I'm like, yeah, that sort of makes sense to me.
Yeah,
because like unfriendly radio. When you got like the 90s free and unfriendly radio number ones, like the Prodigy's 2, Breathe and Farstarter, they weren't exactly radio friendly, were they? When you think about it.
Yeah. I
mean, Radio 1 played them, but I mean commercial radio, you know.
No, never like that.
No,
it's just for the housewife audience.
Yeah.
I
remember Setting Sun by the Chemical Brothers was in that group as well.
It's got that not offensive, but it's got that great big breakdown that goes big shrieking swing going. Like a strangled owl.
Yeah.
Strangled owl robot.
Yeah. I thought when you listen to it now, I'm like, that got to number 1. You know, they never would have got, apart from Radio 1, outside of that would never have got.
I'm not one of these like, oh, everything was better in the old days, but that slice of the 90s, 96, 97, 98,
yep.
I do like that because some mental things
so
happened. And you can't get that back.
No, I agree.
I'm not going to be like, everything's rubbish nowadays.
But it is. This is why it's Retro Music Review UK, because I think everything's rubbish now.
There's still some mad things going about, but you don't. I hear it on Six Music. Slow Tie and Idols. They could kind of fit into that landscape nearly. It's some really mental things. Sophia Portinet. But you don't know who they are.
I don't follow music. This is all retro.
Alternative's now being ghettoised, and the charts these days, I'm vaguely aware. I don't follow the charts, but then neither do the current youth generation anyway, really.
Do they? They know.
We're the last people to follow the charts. They care. And that's a good thing, really.
Yeah.
The charts
well, I mean, every so often I go and have a look at it, and I'll play the game of how many have I heard of, and there's always something completely old and random in there. Like at 86, you'll get like a random, like I don't know, like Bohemian Rhapsody at 86 or something like that. Like, yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Or Walking on, or something completely random from.
And around Christmas time, the same.
Oh, Christmas time, you'll heard of
Mariah Carey and the
Mariah Carey
back in because what is it? Do people just not realise that they can hook up their old? You know, I think they lose their phones and think, oh, I've got to make a completely new account when you can get all your old stuff back off.
I don't know. I mean, it's still streaming now, isn't it? They don't even download anymore.
We sound like we're 76.
Yeah, it's all.
Which makes us very at risk.
When you stream stuff, it counts now. I mean, that doesn't bloody count in my book. You have to go into a record shop, find it, pull it off the shelf, and go and buy it.
Yeah.
And or in my mind, it doesn't count because in that book. There is actually still a physical chart. If you go and dig deep on the official chart site, you can find a top 10 each week about the physical ones. And every time in the last 10 years, the Manics have brought out a new 7-inch vinyl. Guess what was number 1 that week? So technically, they're still getting number 1s in my book. Because if you stream, that don't count. If you actually went to the trouble of going and getting it,
fair play.
That's the real number 1. When I say getting it, I mean you have to order them. Anyway, so there we go. We're going off on major tangents here, aren't we?
So it's just about 2 or 3 years ago, Ed Sheeran had like 8 of the top 10. Mm-hmm. That's how mental it is. Mm. This is mental that he gets any sales at all. But there you go.
Well, my mum likes Ed Sheeran, saying them all.
And you've got
Guns N'
Roses, which is near enough the same font as Manic Street Preachers' Generation Terrorist.
It was pretty much. It was a complete
rip-off. Alike.
Well, I mean, Generation Terrorist and Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. There's a lot of similarities there. I mean,
there is.
We had noticed, the fans of us. We know. We have noticed these things. I was going to say, this isn't the one that John Connor wears in Terminator 2. I've got one similar to that as well.
Yeah, I used to hate Guns N' Roses at the time. I used to hate a lot of guitar music.
Really?
But then it wasn't like the Prodigy going alternative that turned me to it. It just like when we got MTV and Smells Like Teen Spirits, and I'm going, I like that bit, but I don't like the rest of it. Enough repetition, like, no, I do like that bit. I do like it. And then I just got hold of the album. I just played it to some of my mates, or well into the very commercial dance music like Snap and 2 Unlimited.
They're classics, though.
Played it to them. At the end, they just stopped it. took it out and looked at me. You ever bring this fucking shit in here again?
Yeah.
This Grebo crap.
Grebo. Did they call that? They used to call it Grebo when I was at school. You were into rock music. You were.
You're a mosho.
You're a Grebo.
You're a goth, are you?
Yeah.
It's bloody weird music. That's just headbanging shit.
Yeah. You want to listen to some fucking... They was like rave music. I say actual happy hardcore. They were
That's what happened when Prodigy went away from rave. Rave itself just petered out.
Yeah.
The one route for a drum and bass, and then as you're saying, up in Scotland, it's all that happy hardcore, the mad card.
Yeah.
Nice artwork.
The artwork was good. Yeah, I've still got a tape of it
but I
somewhere.
wouldn't want to hear it because it's all chipmunk stuff.
If you actually like slow it down, it's normal dance music. I found that if you put I found
Sounds better.
if you just take it like it's played at half the speed,
Yeah.
it just sounds like house dance music. It's just that if you just take a house song and play it at 78 on an old record at 78, that's happy hardcore. That's kind of what it is.
That would probably take you about a year to listen to Scooter's entire discography.
Anyway, we've been babbling on now. I won't edit any of this. We'll keep it all in. So,
You know your problem. You keep it all in.
a beautiful sound.
Great Prodigy hit there.
Beautiful sound if you keep it all in.
When the Prodigy relocated to Hull. They did that.
Yeah.
Fact.
Anyway, so I've been Roger Swift. Shall we wrap this up now? Or should we keep babbling for enough? Because we got a gig. I've got a gig to go and run when he's on. So yeah.
I've got to pretty myself up at some point.
So I've been Roger Swift. This has been Retro Music UK. This has been Pete Proj.
It has.
Do you want to plug your channel and tell what it is? I'll put the details on the screen.
If you like ZX Spectrum, Sega Mega Drive,
Oh,
and
yes.
you got the stuff from the 80s and 90s, it could be like this in a sort of way.
I'm more music. He's more computer games, but that's But I like I like the retro stuff. You know, I'm into the retro
Streets of
games.
Rage 2, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a Mega Drive.
That was inspired by the soundtrack was inspired by the Prodigy apparently.
Was it?
Found that out last year.
I do have a Mega Drive. I do have Streets of Rage 1 and 2. 3 was shit. I haven't got that, but
Yeah, the
3 was
question is, Streets of Rage 1 or Streets of Rage 3? I mean, 2 obviously the absolute pinnacle. It's like
1.
but it is. Those are evenly matched, aren't they?
No, I think 1's better. I never liked 3. I think 3's shit. But I haven't got it to the point I don't actually have it. So
Yeah. So Reheat Pixels is for all of that.
and I guess if you want to plug your comedy, but you don't really have a comedy channel, do you?
Not really. I'll put bits and stuff out
Yeah.
on Pete Proj Twitter handle and the
Yeah, put your Twitter handle if you want to say. I'll put it in there.
There's also the.
There's his Twitter handle on the screen right
I
now.
do have a lovely video of myself as Trisha Timpson in Berlin. The last time I did her actually. Did
in
her.
Berlin. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they sent me the video and it's like a radio edit because I had to get it down to 7 minutes. It's normally 15 minutes long.
Mm.
So and I had to internationalise it, take out the very British references.
Yeah,
For the.
because I remember when you were there on Facebook and I put, for a joke, I translated "Do they know what Weatherspoons is in Berlin" into German and put it underneath your.
Yes.
And I thought, I wonder what that actually. And then I translated it back. I can't remember what it came back as something.
Well, Facebook gives you that option.
Yeah,
So
and I can't remember when it changed it into something like I don't know. Do they know what water goblins are in German? Or something stupid like that.
Water goblins is a good.
Or something like that. It was something.
We've all done that thing when Google Translate came out. It's just throwing it in like a mad reverse photocopier thing and just seeing what weird names come through.
Yeah. And I did that, so it just made me laugh. I thought, what's that if you translate it back now? What's it come out as? It was something like, what did they know?
This has been Sex Rapid.
This has been Retro Music Review UK anyway, and this has been Pete Proj. I've been Roger Swift. Please, I'm going to do more of these with other comedians. I've got
Intercourse briefly.
Yeah. I've got 2 other comedian friends, at least 2 of us, who are going to come and gig here if the gigs even happen with this coronavirus bollocks. I mean, we all could be dead in 3 weeks.
It's nonsense.
Well, we don't.
I feel absolutely fine.
He's died. Right, I've been Roger Swift. This has been Retro Music Review UK. Please hit subscribe for more videos. I'll make sure he's good. Just there you are. He's fine. He's fine, people. Ta-ra.